Welcome, everyone, to the APBA 2001 Offshore World Championships coming to you from beautiful Key West, Florida. Hi, everyone. This is Vince Lipari on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame video production crew. Now, this is the first time that the APBA has been back here in Key West for the World Championships in many, many years. Nearly 100 boats in all in these championships in classes Super Cat, Super Cat Light, Super Cat Light Triple Outboard, Super Cat Twin Outboard, Super V and Super V Light, Factory 1 and Factory 2, the Outlaw classes A, B, and B, and performance classes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Key West is the perfect place for this race. Offshore World Championship powerboat racing started its rich history in Key West in 1977 with Betty Cook, the first female to win a world title in any sport. She won the inaugural single race championship here. Since then, many famous racers have praised the waters off the shores of Key West to be the most challenging of all offshore race courses. Key West is the southernmost city in the continental United States. From the ambiance and charm of the world-famous Key West lifestyles to the excitement and heart-stopping action of racing in Key West Harbor, fans will certainly have a memorable experience here this weekend. Now, today is Halloween, and today's races will consist of races 1, 2, and 3. And race number 1, which is the race that we will see now, it will be Factory 1, Outlaw V, Outlaw A, and Outlaw B. Now, race number 2 consists of Factory 2, Super V, and Super V Light. And race number 3, the final event for today, it will be Super Cat Light, Super Cat Triple Outboard, and Super Cat Twin Outboard. The dry pits and race village are located at Fort Zachary Taylor Park. Now, the competitors for today's race number 1 include, first off, an Outlaw A, Total Laser Care, Rum Runner, Nam Carrera, Scott Free, Team Prime 1, Performance Marine, and Grumpy Old Men. In Outlaw B, it's Yardar Marine Products. In Outlaw V, Virgin, and also Landry's Work and Play. In Factory 1, Chesapeake Inn, Radioactive, American Racing Custom, Full Tilt Racing, V1 Rotate, Raising Cane, and Typhoon Racing, also Propco Propellers, Viper Marine, Pantera Racing, Team Eliminator, SuperboatUSA.com, Townsman, Velocity VR1, No Limits, Flash Wave, Team Boathouse, also Chicks Beach, Twisted Chicks, and Team Warlock. Lots and lots of competitors here in Factory 1. And those are your competitors in race number 1 for today. Now, the APBA officials include, first off, the president, Mr. Martin Sanborn, CEO Michael Allweiss, chief referee Mike Tomlinson, D-Kimes, the chief scorer Jim Poplin, safety director, also operations director Carrie Rasmussen, chief inspector Paul Abreu, and the homologation director Drew Korn. Now, the sponsors for the APBA Pro Series 2001 include Vortec Engines, American Express, Baja Racing, also Lucas Oil Products, Liberty Coach, Mercury Racing, Kinetics, Sunoco Racing Fuels, Formula Racing, Snap-on, Don Q Cristal, Volvo Penta, Sterling Performance, Speed Vision, BioClean, Tommy Bahama, and many, many more. Also, we've got the local sponsors here for this World Championship here in Key West, and they include Hilton Key West Resort and Marina, also Key West Restaurant and Bar Association, Drambuie on Ice, Sunrise Suites Resort, American Express, the Florida Keys and Key West Tourist Development Council, Powerboat Racing, Benihana, Safago Water Sports, Beachcomber Jewelers, Budget Rent-A-Car, and Pier House Resort and Caribbean Spa, and many, many more. Now, Freeze Frame Video Productions has some 24 onboard cameras for you in these World Championships. And for today's race number 1, we have onboard cameras onboard Chicks Beach Offshore and Viper Marine. So the APBA, a great season. It's National Circuit 2001, but now the best race the best here in Key West. These World Offshore Championships with the APBA and, of course, Freeze Frame Video. Glad to be a part of it. Very shortly, we will be airborne to bring you the first of 6 races here at these World Championships. The racing team with the highest combined total of 2 days of racing will be crowned your world champion. So get ready for the 2001 APBA Offshore World Championships here in Key West. All right, as you can see now, we are airborne over the racing village where most of the boats are kept. Now getting ready for this race number 1 of 6 races here in Key West. As we said before, that the racing team with the highest combined total for 2 days of racing will be crowned your world champion. Now, in the event of a tie, the team with the highest average speed will be your winner. There's Mallory Square, of course, where we're going to see the racing taking place. And, of course, the orange smoke telling us that we are just a few moments away from the beginning of this first race. And there are the 2 boats with the onboard cameras from Freeze Frame Video, Chicks Beach Offshore and Viper Marine. Lots and lots of boats here in this milling area getting ready for race number 1, which will consist of Outlaw A, Outlaw B, and Outlaw V, and Factory 1 and Factory 2. Nearly 100 competitors in all in these World Championships here in Key West. We're going to go with the Factory 1 start. And lots and lots of competitors in Factory 1. Chesapeake Inn, Typhoon Racing, Racing Cane, V1 Rotate, Full Tilt Racing, American Racing Custom, Radioactive, Propco Propellers. There we see the boats beginning to line up. We've got Pantera Racing, Team Eliminator, SuperboatUSA.com, Talisman, Velocity VR1, No Limits, Flashway, Team Boathouse, Chicks Beach Offshore, Twisted Chicks, Team Warlock. Lots and lots of competitors now. The boat's spreading out, getting ready for the start, picking up speed, just waiting for the green now. Here's the SuperboatUSA.com on the inside. Chicks Beach Offshore going up way ahead there. Must be thinking that it's already green, but not so. We'll see what happens. Rest of the boats coming up. Lots and lots of competitors here in Factory 1 in this first start. Gray skies here in Key West. And we've got a green flag now here in race number 1 of 6 races here at the 2001 APBA Offshore World Championships. And from the inside at SuperboatUSA.com, Pantera, Alehouse, Raisin Cane, MCS Activator, Viper Marine, V-Rotate, American Racing, Flashwave, Twisted Chicks, Typhoon, and many, many more. Let's go on board Chicks Beach Offshore.
Watch where you're going. I'll watch the flag. You watch. Come on, come on, come on. They're all over us. They're all over us. Are we green flag? These guys are right on us. Get in front of these guys. I'm going to come. There we go. We're pulling away. We're pulling away. Here we go, baby. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. It's still a flag. It's still a flag. God damn it. Get off it. God. All right, stay there. Stay on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it, because they're going to come up on us. Get on it. Green flag. Damn. All right, get behind. Get back. Get back. Oh, I'm going to come behind these guys right here. That's it. Let them chop us down, baby. Let them chop us down. Just work with it, not in this rough water. Got it?
On board Viper Marine Racing now in 7th place in the national point standings out of 30 boats in Factory 1. Curtis Watkins and Chris Wickstrom on board, driver and throttle man. At the start. MCS Activate on the right side coming up. All right, back to a helicopter shot. SuperboatUSA.com, Pantera, Alehouse, Raising Cane, MCS, Viper Marine or a V1 Rotate, American Racing, Flash Wave, Twisted Chicks, Typhoon. That's the lineup right now in the early moments of this race here in Key West. And of course, we've got a green flag. And it's Viper Marine, V1 Rotate, American Racing, and Alehouse there, your early leaders, as we focus in there on this first race here in Key West. Viper Marine, Rotate, American Racing, and Alehouse coming into the picture. MCS Activator. On the outside, Typhoon and Flash Wave. Great start for everyone just about here in this Factory 1 class. Lots and lots of competitors here in this first race. We've got Pantera now, that black boat coming into the picture, Pantera. With SuperboatUSA.com on the inside. Pantera there on the outside. Early moments of this race number 1 of 6 races here in Key West, the World Championships. There's SuperboatUSA.com with Pantera. So your early leaders right now, MCS Activator, Pantera, SuperboatUSA.com, American Racing, and also Flash Wave soon to come into the picture. Those are your early leaders in race number 1 in Factory 1. We're going to go with SuperboatUSA.com. John Cohen, the driver. Eddie Simmons is the throttle man. It's a 30-foot superboat built on Long Island. Eddie Simmons, the owner of SuperboatUSA.com. Pantera on the outside. Pantera. Ernie Arias is the driver. Joe Nunez is the throttle man. Joe Nunez, the owner of Pantera Racing. Flash Wave there on the far outside. Flash Wave. Victor Silver, the driver. Jim Scherer, the throttle man. SuperboatUSA.com, Pantera, and Flash Wave on the far outside. And Typhoon Racing. Typhoon Racing, a 26-foot kryptonite. Glenn Murray, the driver. Randy Schluss, the throttle man. Typhoon Racing on the outside. SuperboatUSA.com on the inside. Everyone off to a great start here in race number 1 in Key West. Great jumps there by both boats. Now Pantera coming into the picture. Pantera. Ernie Arias and Joe Nunez, driver and throttle man on board Pantera. Nearly 100 competitors in these World Championships here in Key West. Around the turn. Pantera sponsors include Gafford Gages, Myco Trailers, Marine Machine, Mercury Propellers, and Powerboat Magazine. Typhoon Racing, 26-foot kryptonite with Glenn Murray and Randy Schluss aboard, driver and throttle man. They're both from New Jersey. Mercury powered. Here's a Superboat, SuperboatUSA.com on the inside. On the outside, it's Typhoon Racing. Great battle here in Factory 1. SuperboatUSA.com, a 30-foot superboat built on Long Island. John Cohen and Eddie Simmons on board. Lots and lots of spectators there, Mallory Square. Superboat USA, and on the outside, Typhoon Racing. There's the pier house, great vantage point for this race. There you see many, many spectators on the deck. Typhoon Racing. Randy Schluss, the owner of this 26-foot Kryptonite. Also the throttle man. Randy from Edison, New Jersey. Looking upfield, MCS activator on the inside. It's a 26-foot activator. BJ Marr, the driver, Mark Schnepp, the throttle man. MCS activator, your national champion in Factory 1. Very impressive season for MCS activator. Second place in Fort Myers, first in Texas, first in Sarasota. As we said, it is your national champion in Factory 1. Lots of checkered flags for this boat. Nice job there by BJ Marr and Mark Schnepp. MCS activator, driver and throttle man. MCS activator, your 2001 APBA national champion. Let's go back to Flash Wave. Flash Wave with Victor Silver, the driver. Jim Scherer is the throttle man. They're both from California. By the way, this is a 29-foot Warlock. Sponsors include CalDiet.com and Hollywood 48-Hour Diet. A couple of good finishes for this team in this 2001 racing season. Flash Wave. Top of the pack right now in Factory 1 in these World Championships here in Key West. Lots and lots of competitors in Factory 1. Some 17 boats in all. There's American Racing up front as they go around the turn. American Racing. Flash Wave right behind with Victor Silver and Jim Scherer, both from California. American Racing and Flash Wave. MCS activator, your leader. Your number one right now in Factory 1. Little bumpy here in Key West for these World Championships. Nice jump by Flash Wave. All right, looking upfield, there is American Racing. American Racing with David Ram and Richard Hartman. It's a 29-foot levee craft, another boat from California. Great job there by David Rem and Richard Hartman, top of the pack in Factory 1. Great weekend of racing in store. Nearly 100 competitors in all. American Racing and Flash Wave got a little off course, so SuperboatUSA.com moved ahead and is currently now in second place as we head into Mallory Square. And there is SuperboatUSA.com in second, and in first there is MCS Activator. Of course, SuperboatUSA.com, John Cohn and Eddie Simmons on board, driver and throttle man, and MCS Activator crew, BJ Marr and Mark Schnepp. MCS Activator and SuperboatUSA.com right on course, right on the money, though. American Racing and Flash Wave a little off course, so navigation playing a role in this race right now. Here's Propco Propellers. Propco. David Caruth is the driver. Brian Canny is the throttle man. They hail from Gainesville, Georgia. 28-foot Warlock. This boat took a first place in Ohio earlier this year. Sponsors include Propco, Maxxis Tire, Lanier Fiberglass, and Atlanta Marine. Top of the pack for Propco Propellers. .28-foot Warlock, Mercury powered. A little bumpy here in Key West, you can see. Nice driving there by David Caruth. Brian Candy, the throttle man on Propco Propellers. It's Full Tilt Racing, a 28-foot Warlock. Chris Pavlos is the driver. Mike Myers is the throttle man. Full Tilt Racing. Crew members include Monica King, Teresa Pavlos, and Scooby-Doo, the mascot. Chris Pavlos, Rookie of the Year 2001 racing season. Sponsors, Full Tilt Racing. Full Tilt Racing, your 2001 Central Division champ. Also took a third in the Silver Cup and a second in the Northeast Championships. Mike Meyer is the owner of Full Tilt Racing, 29-foot Warlock. Chris from Newark, Ohio. Mike from Riva, Maryland. Flash Wave on the outside. Flash Wave. And Pantera even farther out there, as you can see. So it's Pantera, Flash Wave, and Full Tilt Racing. Rum Runner on the outside. Rum Runner. Chris Pablos and Mike Myers, driver and throttle man on board Full Tilt Racing. Looking downfield, here's Viper Marine Racing. Viper Marine Racing is a 29-foot fountain, Mercury-powered. Curtis Watkins, the driver. Chris Wickstrom, the throttle man. Viper Marine F-177. Heading into Mallory Square. Viper Marine at 7th place out of 30 in the national point standings for Factory 1. Curtis Watkins from Fort Lauderdale. Chris Wickstrom from Massachusetts as it goes into Mallory Square. Viper Marine. Round the turn, Viper Marine. Curtis Watkins and Chris Wickstrom. Let's go on board. Earlier in the race. Curtis Watkins, the driver. Chris Wickstrom, the throttle man. Factor helicopter shot going into Mallory Square. Viper Marine, a 29-foot fountain. Scot-free going into Mallory Square. Scot-free. A81, a 26-foot velocity. David Murphy's driver. Steve Kildall, the throttleman. They're from Sarasota, Florida. Chris Velosin also on board. He's a navigator. He's from Sarasota as well. Scot-free, first in class. A81. Other competitors in Outlaw A, we got Dan Carrera, Team Prime 1, Performance Marine, Grumpy Old Man, Rum Runner, and Total Laser Care. 7 competitors in all in Outlaw A. Right now it's Scot-free. David Murphy and Steve Kildall. Steve, by the way, the owner-operator of Creek Marine in Sarasota, Florida. There's Yard Arm on the outside. Yard Arm Marine Products, 33-foot fountain. Jeff Haylett and Jeff Delk aboard, driver and throttle man. On the inside, it's Scot-free. There's Yard Arm Marine Products. 33-foot fountain. Jeff Haylett is the driver. Jeff Delk is the throttle man. Jeff Haylett from Coldwater, Michigan. Jeff Delk from Indianapolis, Indiana. This fountain is powered by 2 750 horsepower Chevy engines. Now, Yard Arm Marine Products is the manufacturer of high-quality marine service equipment, things like boat handling jacks and stern drive installers, also your outboard motor lifts, MJ dolly systems, and stern drive racks. Many marine service equipment products. And by the way, if you need some more information, you can log on to their website at www.yardarm.com. They're based in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yard Arm Marine Products. Currently number 1 in class. Yard Arm Marine Products is number 1 in Outlaw B. By the way, Deb Haylett and Pam Delk, crew members of Yard Arm Marine Products. 33-foot fountain. Jeff Haylett and Jeff Delk on board, driver and throttle man. Let's go with Radioactive now. F108 Radioactive, a 27-foot formula. Kevin Lacoste is the driver. George Palilio Jr. is the throttle man. Kevin from New Hampshire, Guilford, New Hampshire. George from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Radioactive, F108. Frank Palilio, by the way, the owner of this 27-foot formula. Special thanks to Dietz and Watson and Foxwoods Casino. Nice driving there by Kevin Lacasse, throttle man George Palilio Jr. There's Chicks Beach Offshore there on the left side. Chicks Beach Offshore, 29-foot fountain. Gino Marone is the driver. Mark Kowalski, the throttle man. Chicks Beach Offshore F141, currently in 6th place in the national point standings. Gino from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Mark Kowalski from Medina, Ohio. Chicks Beach Offshore jumped the gun a little bit at the start, thinking it was green when it wasn't. We don't know if they'll get a penalty for that or not. We'll have to see. Chicks Beach Offshore, Gino Marone and Mark Kowalski. Yard arm on the outside. Yard arm on the outside. Lots and lots of competitors, you can see. Yard arm, a 33-foot fountain with Jeff Hallett and Jeff Dell. On the inside, Chicks Beach Offshore. Yard arm and Chicks Beach Offshore coming out of Mallory Square now. Door-to-door racing going on between these two competitors. You can see real close. Yard arm and Chicks Beach.
Good job. I think we can pass these guys in front of us. I'm going to go to the outside. Hey, you got a boat next to you. Rub some paint, baby. Rub some paint. Woo! Sorry, guys. Shit happens, baby. Woo! Do shit, baby. What do I got? Warlock? Hotel. Baby, we are just running hard to port. I got the pin. All right, to your left is open. Find me some clean water. Get me some clean water, I'll work her. Got it. All right, nice. You like that, huh? Nice. Who's your daddy? Big wave. Woo! All right, we got a little washing machine coming up.
Gino Marone and Mark Kowalski having a good time.
Hey there, little bird. Walk, please. No tabs. We're running with them. Gotta hate it when that happens. Everybody's got the same problem. No, we got a problem. No trim tabs on board. And we're staying with them, baby. We're hanging with them. Woo! Rockin' and roll. Woo! That's the one thing you gotta watch. So we catch a wave. If we're still listening to port, I can't correct it like that.
Back to helicopter shot, Chicks Beach Offshore. Gina Marone and Mark Kowalski really into this race, as you could hear. Here are these World Championships in Key West. First race of 6 here this weekend. All right, now let's go with Talisman F-162. Talisman driver is Neville Moberly. He's from Vero Beach, Florida. Louise Whitmore is the throttle person. She's from Beaufort, Georgia. Louise Whitmore, by the way, the owner of Talisman F-162. 29-foot formula. Nice throttling there by Louise. Neville the driver. Nice jump. Louise Whitmore doing a great job on throttle. V1 rotate in Factory 1 class F-116. It's a 29-foot fountain. Dave Kosher is the driver. He's also the throttle man. Maria Kosher, the navigator. Here from Burr Ridge, Illinois. V1 rotate. First year of racing for this racing team. Sponsors for V1 Rotate includes the Sign Edge. This boat, by the way, ran great in Ohio earlier this year. Rookie season for V1 Rotate with Dave Kosher and Maria Kosher from Burr Ridge, Illinois. Doing a great job. Around the turn. The APBA back in Key West for the World Championships. And the winners will be the team with the highest combined totals for 2 races. Of course, this is the first of 6 races here this weekend. Lots of excitement in store here in Key West. Of course, the APBA having had a terrific 2001 racing season on the national circuit. Looking for more excitement now. Gray skies here in Key West. Little bumpy waters, but everyone is handling them just fine. Looking upfield, there's your battle for first place in Factory 1. MCS Activator and American Racing vying for first place in Factory 1. Of course, American Racing Driver is David Ranby, is from Placentia, California. Richard Hartman is the throttle man. He's also from California, from Riverside. An MCS activator, a 26-foot activator. It's BJ Marr, the driver, Mark Schnepp, the throttle man. Great battle going on here between these two boats, between an activator and a levee craft. And there they are. They headed to Mallory Square, battling for first place, as they have been throughout most of this race in Factory 1. You can see basically door-to-door racing. They are just about dead even right now. MCS activator on the inside. On the outside, American Racing. MCS pulling away just ever so slightly. And that is it. MCS activator winning the checkered flag by just a matter of inches over American Racing. Exciting racing here between these two boats in this first race of 6 races here in Key West. But just to remind you that the winner, the world champion, will be the team with the highest combined total for 2 races. Of course, this is just their first race. And there is SuperboatUSA.com coming in 3rd place here in Factory 1. SuperboatUSA.com finishing 3rd. And as we hang out here in Mallory Square a little bit, we see some of the other Factory 1 boats finishing up. Looking downfield, some of the other competitors coming up to the finish line. Factory 1 class. So race number 1 out of 6 races just about over, as the Factory 1 competitors come into Mallory Square. Well, let's go with Dan Carrera, A89, a 24-foot Carrera. Keith Feld is the driver. Walter Cassidy is the throttle man. Walter from Griffith, Indiana. So is Keith Feld. Mercury-powered 24-foot Carrera. Sponsor is ProWell from Griffith, Indiana. Keith Feld and Walter Cassidy on board. Race number 1 winding down. Nice jump there by the Dan Carrera Racing team. Dan Carrera powered by one 600 horsepower Mercury engine. Right, there's Raising Cane, F-117. Raising Cane. Dan Haglett is the driver. Bernard Auer from Jamestown, New York is the throttle man. It's Mercury-powered, 500 horsepower Mercury engine. Raising Cane, F-117. Heading into Mallory Square. This is the last boat that we'll be covering for you in this first race of 6 races here in Key West for World Championships. Dan Haglin and Bernard Auer. Lots and lots of spectators there by the Pier House. And that is it, the end of race number 1 out of 6 races here in these World Championships in Key West for the 2001 APBA Offshore Worlds. And there you can see some of the boats there, the Millen area. Great racing here, exciting racing in Factory 1, Outlaw A, B, and V. Nearly 100 competitors in all of these World Championships. Of course, the teams with the highest combined total for 2 races will be crowned your World Championship. Gray skies, water's a little bit bumpy here on this first day of racing. We'll have 3 races on this first day, and we've had 1 so far, the one you've just witnessed. Very shortly, we will have the final results in race number 1. There's SuperboatUSA.com coming in 3rd place in Factory 1. There's MCS Activator getting the checkered flag in Factory 1. There's the Pier House and some of the other hotels where fans have gotten a great vantage point for this race. Here are the boats coming into Mallory Square making their turns. Here are the winners in Factory 1, MCS Activator, followed by American Racing and Flash Wave in 3rd place. MCS Activator, American Racing, and Flash Wave in Factory 1. In Outlaw A, it was Scott Free. Scott Free taking the checkered flag, followed by Dan Carrera and Rum Runner. Scott Free, though, number 1 in Outlaw A. In Outlaw B, it was Yardarm Marine Products capturing the checkered flag in Outlaw B. Yardarm Marine Products. So that is it. Those are your final results. The end of race number 1 out of 6 races here at the World Championships in Key West. Great racing, exciting racing, and we look forward to much more, but most importantly, safe racing. Now, before we go, there are a bunch of people that we would like to thank. First off, the entire staff of the APBA for orchestrating a fine event here in Key West. Good to be back in Key West for the APBA. Also, fine camera work from Gary and Nancy Johnson, their 13th year with Freeze Frame Video Productions. Also, special thanks to our helicopter pilot, Mr. Russell Kilpatrick, 11 years with Freeze Frame Video. Also, special thanks to Peter Magnani, our onboard camera installers. So, this being the first race here of 6 races here in Key West, the second half of this race, part 2, will be on Saturday. The team with the highest combined total for both races will be crowned your world champions. So on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame Video production crew, this is Vince Lipari wishing you a fond farewell from Key West, Florida. See you at the next race. Bye, everyone.